Hi guys, my name is Robin Bos and together with my partner Serge I am the founder of the AEN project. To be honest, I don't really like being in front of the camera myself. For the last 20 years or so I've always been working a little bit on the background side of the industry. But there are several reasons why I decided to shoot this movie anyway. First of all, I wanted to introduce myself so people can get to know me a little bit and people know who's behind this project. Second of all, as you might be aware, in the last couple of years or so there have been a lot of scams in the cryptocurrency industry. For us it was highly important to show that this project has been built by real people and real established businesses. And last but not least, I thought it might be fun to take you along on some of my trips, to show you a bit of background footage and to show you a bit of my work. Okay, so I will introduce myself a little bit. As said before, my name is Robin Bos and I'm 36 years old and I'm born and raised in the Netherlands. Yeah, you see I have a little bit of color, but that is because my parents are originally from Indonesia. For me it all started about 20 years ago. It was the beginning of the 90s that I got my hands on my first computer. Back then a computer was basically just a black screen where you had to write down commands, and there was no Windows yet, so you have to write down things like dir /p to browse through directories and stuff like that. I guess that was how I got in contact with programming. So after I learned the basics in programming, I knew how to build a website as well. The first website I made was basically a start page with various divisions, basically sub-pages with different kind of categories. So you had like a page for cars where I wrote down links to the best websites with cars. I had a beauty page, but I also had a department for porn sites. I installed a small piece of software on my website where I was able to look up some statistics, and I noticed that most people visited the porn department only. So yeah, 1 + 1 is 2. I decided to build my own porn site. Back then you already had a few affiliate programs that would give you like 50% for each sale generated through one of your visitors. After about 6 months I had about 50 sites created. I earned about 500 to 1,000 euro a month. So I decided to go on and continue building websites, and I think 1 or 2 years later I had about 200-300 websites and I was one of the biggest affiliates in the country. In the first years I also had a regular job on the side, and it was just to pay my bills, to pay the rent, stuff like that. But the more I earned, the more I got thinking, hey, maybe I can do this as a full-time job. I'm guessing like 2003 to 2004 I reached a level that I earned like 10 times the amount that I made with my regular job. So I decided it was time to quit my job and focus fully on the adult entertainment industry. A few years later I wanted to basically more than make money for other people. So I decided, hey, why give 50% of my money away while I can make my own porn movies. So since I started my own company and we have produced movies, bought movies, but I also give advice to other companies. I have specialized myself on payment solutions, software, new technologies like blockchain, Bitcoin, stuff like that. Since 2007 or so, a lot of things have changed in the industry. So for example, we have a lot of BDSM sites, and from one day till the other, banks, governments, but most importantly Visa and MasterCard were saying, sorry guys, that content is too extreme for us, we don't like that. Your customers are not allowed to pay with our payment methods on your sites. Basically, our sales dropped 90-95% within a day. Due to all the restrictions, I was forced to look through other options. So we tried a few, like back then you had e-passports, later on you had stuff like Paisa, a lot of shady ones. who ask like 30, 40, 50 or even 60% commission per sale. So in 2012, that's where I found the best solution so far, and that was Bitcoin. I stepped in when the price was around $1, I guess, maybe a bit lower. I think about 2 weeks later the price went to the roof from below $1 to $20, and I jumped in the air, cashed out most of it, and well, basically that got me hooked up into Bitcoin.